In nowadays modern culture, there is no imaginable topic that bursts more bubbles, ruffles more feathers, and sharpens more blades than the question of wealth. Specifically, wealth of billionaires. Ignoring all the snarky remarks to millionaire Bernie Sanders owning free houses, as well as billionaires themselves supporting Elizabeth Warren's cause for some insane reason, there is no topic that ever made so many people do math on Twitter. I saw quite interesting comparisons of millions versus billions that, even though they're just math equations, were supposed to make me say, damn, fuck having private property and shit, just open those vaults and let people feast on them dollars. The issue itself, though, isn't as simple and as funny as I made it to be. Of course, it's expected of me, an objectivist, to shrug off those looters and point out that billions were made honestly and therefore are earned property. Billionaires don't owe a single penny. But anyone can do that. Instead, I want to ask, what does this convention reveal on a deeper level? Why are people so willing to tax and confiscate wealth that is supposedly way too much for one person to have? What in their minds gives them rights to that money, even if it is indeed just laying down under the mattress of a fat cat capitalist, shaking at the sound of Soviet meme music? For one, it reveals misunderstanding of economics. Billionaires don't stay billionaires by buying up 20 soccer teams and hiding them under the bed. They invest into businesses, banks, and venture projects to keep profit and production coming. While all that is happening, they also pay their employees and help countless thousands of people to profit as well by making room for unbudgeted projects. The existence of greedy giant companies doesn't just benefit pockets of their CEOs, it benefits those who get all kinds of donations, grants, and etc. in the process of building a reputation for the whole sector. But all that is lost on people counting seconds versus hours. I wonder how many of them are Rihanna fans, and do they realize that she's very close to becoming one of those villainous rich people? 2. Notice a shift. Long gone are days of Democrats hating the 1% as a whole, and now they concentrate around what? A 0.01%? Next they will hate the one person who is closest to becoming a trillionaire, granted he isn't a government employee. Of course, the principle here stays the same, if we can call hatred for private wealth and selfishness a principle. And 3. It reveals just how deep utilitarianism has clawed its way in. And because of it, since there's barely any non-government supported millionaires these days, people see the wealth inequality as comparable to a mafioso turf war, where everyone is dirty and any action is justified if it benefits the today's representative of the common good. In fact, this third thing is the underlying current of previous two. If utility for the common good is all we can use to justify wealth, then of course we're going to let economics be damned, principles shift, rights condemned, and injustice of current system exaggerated and amplified by throwing yet more power down the same drain that got us here. My personal advice to Twitter mathematicians would be to count how many years America was doing the same exact thing and equate rational selfishness with their lives.